Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NJ. As we were doing this trail, that is automate your business processes with Salesforce Flow, and we have already completed these other modules, and we have already provided these videos on our channel. I'll paste the link in the description of this current video as well. And we'll be doing this last module of this trail, that is MuleSoft Composer Basics. So let's open it. In this module we will be talking about the basics of MuleSoft Composer, why we should we use it and how can we use it. So let's get started. Our first unit is get to know MuleSoft Composer. So first of all, why should we use it and where does it comes in picture. So there were many problems we have faced while integrating other data integration, as we have stored data in different siloed and various systems. So if we want to integrate them, we come up with different problems and they are not able to merge. So to come up with a solution, we do have MuleSoft Composer. It is low code integration tool which can be used by anyone, including system admin, business analysts, marketers, salespeople, and team leaders as well. In IT department, it can be used by anyone or out there as well. It helps us to integrate faster and more efficiently. And there are some other features of MuleSoft Composer as well, that is it helps us to extract data based on specific event or schedule and then map the data from one system to another. It helps us to synchronize data across different systems as well. It helps us to filter and route data through a flow based on conditions, and it helps us to look through a collection of records and perform specific actions on each record. Then we can test and monitor, manage and troubleshoot flows as well. So we have talked about why should we use it and what are the features of it. Let's come to the quiz. So first question is, what group of user can use MuleSoft Composer to perform integration tasks? So it can be used for anyone and it is designed for anyone. Second question is, what does MuleSoft Composer enable you to do? It helps us to synchronize data across different systems. Second, it write code to customize steps. No. Third is filter and route data through a flow based on conditions. So A and C should be the correct answer. Let's check. So it's correct. Let's move on to the next unit. In this we'll be talking little bit more about MuleSoft Composer. So where we can launch it and where we can install it. So it is available as a standalone app as well, and then it is available in the Salesforce org as well. But for having as an application in the Salesforce organization, we need to have it installed by admin, and then we can access it from app launcher by typing in MuleSoft Composer or Composer. And then the after logging in, we will be having this option to create new flow. We can click on it and then we can click on create new flow from scratch, and then or either we can choose it to create new flow from template as well. So let's talk about what other components are present in the system for interacting with the MuleSoft Composer. First is trigger. So as its name suggests, trigger is similar to Apex triggers, which helps us to trigger anything. So first of all, we have system event that is connect to a system. So whenever an action performed in a system, we will define that action, but whenever it is performed on any object or anywhere wherever we have it defined, so it will get triggered. Second, we have invoke. It will invoke the flow from external system, that is HTTP post request. Third, we do have scheduler, that is we can invoke the flow or we can run the flow at any specific period of time. Second component, we do have connection. So a configuration that uses a connector and associated user or system credential to connect to a system. We can connect, we can have connection at different steps to perform specific task, or we can check it for trigger and retrieve or manipulate data as well. Then we do have system action. Whenever a step in the flow that performs a task in a system, it helps us to extract data from a system. We can manipulate it as well. Manipulate, that means we can update that data, or we can send notification, emails, such things we can do using system action. And then we have variable component. So it is similar to flows. We can store data in variables, including data pills, segregated values, or custom expression. Now we talk about what other logic or component we do have in the flows. So we have if else block, as its name suggests, we can have the condition in if, and otherwise if not, if it's not true, then we can run the else block. And then we have for each block component, that is it will be iterating over each record of the input data and performs other actions. Then we have error handler block, that is whenever error occurred, then that block will be triggering or running, and it will show us the error, otherwise not. So that's how it will look after creating a flow. It is system action. If else block looks like this, then this is error handler block. And if we talk about flow creation task, what are the steps to perform while creating a flow? First we need to plan, that is we need to identify the problem, and then we need to come up with the appropriate solution. Second, we need to come up with a, we need to design it, and then after designing it we need to test it if it is working as expected, as our expectation we have designed. Third, we need to activate it to have it run in our org, and then we need to monitor and again troubleshoot. After it being activated, it will be running in the background, and if there will be an issue, then it will display the information on the flow detail page, so we can troubleshoot it using that information. And if there is an information, or if our requirement required to deactivate the flow at any point of time, we can deactivate it as well. Let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, which MuleSoft Composer flow component should you use to build a flow that access various external systems? So it's trigger. We using trigger we can access external system via http post request. Our second question is, what's the next step after you design a flow? So ideally it should be test, but it could be activate as well. So we'll check test first, because after designing we need to test it first, then we should activate it. So let's check. Okay, so build a flow that access various external system, not scheduler. Let's check connection. Connection is the right answer. So that's how we have completed MuleSoft Composer basics unit as well. And we are done with this our trail, that is automate your business processes with Salesforce flow. And all other modules in this flow have been completed. I'll be pasting the link in the description, and we will continue with next trail or module in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.